Yo, what up guys? One mistake can lose you the game, and I'm going to show you why. So, this is a game I actually played on stream today, this morning, and it was a brutal game. And I think it was a game that I solo lost by making one mistake. So, what actually happened? I'm playing Jayce versus Aurelia. Jayce versus Aurelia isn't the prettiest matchup, and I went for face rush this game. I did learn a lot from the mistakes that I made in this game. But we have to do it with the setup that we have regardless. So, playing versus Aurelia, I have bone plating, I used flash because of the early skirmish, and I decide that I want to go for a 2-wave crash. Because with a 2-wave crash, I can then let it bounce out, catch all the minions, and then when her wave comes back out to me, I can then start slow building it back into her, and therefore avoid the lane, because the lane is pretty bad. So I want to go for a 2-wave crash. So that's the way I'm actually playing right here. Not pushing too fast, but I'm definitely pushing significantly. So Aurelia start E level 1, and what happens is I reach level 2 right here, and I try to get this wave in, because I know that if I get this wave in right here, I'm in a pretty good spot. But I think I use a little bit too many abilities onto the wave, and what happens is Aurelia actually is able to force a trade onto me right here. It's not like the best trade for her, but it's good because she actually can hold the wave like this, and now I need to push another wave before I can have it crash, and she has the wave in the perfect position right here. So this is pretty awkward, and therefore I have to call Talia, but still, this is not the end. Aurelia has to use flash. I'm in a pretty good spot right now. So take my reset, place a ward, come back to the lane with tier right now. Aurelia is able to crash this. And what's going to happen right now is I want to slow build this wave out into Aurelia, because I do not want to have the wave frozen on her side. If my wave gets frozen on her side, I'm in a pretty awkward position. So either I slow build it or I instantly let it come into us. So I see if she's going to be aggressive on the wave or not. And this is what she is. She's going to be out attacking the wave. So that allows me to play a little bit farther back and just let the wave come into me. So I got to be a little bit careful right here. Because she will get the level advantage, and she of course can stack her Q. She goes for the trade. I have bone plating, which prevents a lot of damage right here. But I think I overextend the trade a little bit too much, because it seems that her W just blocks too much. So I was really surprised by the amount of damage that her W blocked right here, which made the trade really favorable for Aurelia. But what we also see is, okay, she's level 5, I'm level 4. Okay, fine, it is what it is. Waves pushing into me, I'm still very safe. So I catch this wave, I hit all the creeps right here, and now I'm in for a dilemma right here. I'm not sure where Aurelia is. I'm not sure what she's doing. So in the game, I know for sure that my goal here is that I do not want the wave to be frozen on Aurelia's side. I just want to get the wave in. I want to take a reset, whatever, right? Doesn't matter as long as my wave doesn't get frozen. So I'm not sure where she's at. And that puts me at a tough position. If she's hiding in the bushes right here, which is definitely possible, I want to slow build it out, because then the wave is actually going to go into Aurelia, and I can maybe stack such a big wave that it's hard for her to hold it. But if she actually reset, it's best for me to hard shove, go back, and then try to match the reset. So I hesitate. I'm not sure what she's doing. And what actually happens right here is I decide to hard shove a little bit too late. And what actually happens is Aurelia comes back just in time from the reset and is able to catch this wave. But, you know, that sucks. I can still take the reset. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to lose a few creeps, but it sucks. You know, it is what it is. But what actually happens is I place my E right here, and I actually go for a really greedy reset right here. And what happens is that Aurelia cancels me on the base. So now we're in a position where I'm no mana. I'm not full health as well. This guy has 2 potions, so he's practically full health on Aurelia. She has the wave on her side, and she has the level advantage. So she's going to reach level 6 real soon. So I'm fucked, basically. Because she cancels my reset here, I'm fucked. So I ask for help, okay? I ask for help. Talia comes, right? Talia breaks her clear to actually help me out on mid right here. But Aurelia reaches level 6. And the jungler does not realize how dangerous this situation is for us, right? That Aurelia reaches level 6. And what actually happens is that as well, is Aurelia in the AoE of trying to trade onto me, she also pushes the wave. So the wave's now in a fine position actually. But Talia doesn't realize this, and I can't blame her because she's a jungler, right? So she now hits this wave again, right? And she steps up to close. She gets hit by the Talia E, or by the Aurelia E. She gets ulted. she dies. Okay. And I basically am in a really bad position as well, because look at this wave that's coming into me, and Graves now comes. So what do I do from this position? Right, it's really, really tough. But this mistake of me, this reset mistake, practically solo lost me the game. And I'm going to show you why. So I actually kind of clutched this, because I'm almost level 6. I get some mana back, I survive, almost kill Aurelia, I get the wave. You know, I'm okay. I'm in an okay position, even though that Aurelia is like half a level ahead almost, and she's in a really good spot. Also item-wise, I'm fine. I can survive, you know, but I don't have any prio anymore. But this really fucks Taliyah up, because remember, Taliyah broke her clear to try and help me on mid here. And what then actually happens is that she now wants to get that back. So she now tries to invade, trying to get her XP back onto the Graves, because we spotted Graves on bot side. Because I don't have prio against Aurelia anymore, because she's much, much stronger than me, what now happens is, okay, Aurelia roams top, because they apparently spotted Taliyah in the jungle. Right, Taliyah dies, Aurelia gets another kill plus red buff. And from this point, we're like, I'm never gonna get prio in my lane again. It's over for my lane. And Taliyah just lost a lot of tempo as well. So not only did she die on my lane, but she also died on the Crux right here. So she's now down really far onto the enemy jungler, which now gets complete control. So because of this entire sequence, right, because I asked too much time from the Taliyah, we also lost 1v2 practically. Because of that one mistake in my with my reset, this game completely snowballs out of control. And that's fully on me. Because I hesitated, made a wave management mistake, and then I hesitated with the, I made a mistake in the reset. And this actually completely exploded the game. And this is something that I also sometimes see a lot in reviews that I do. And that's also why I want to point out this display. It's like, this is disastrous for the game state, especially for me, because I'm not going to get any priority anymore. Never going to get any pressure. I'm in a bad matchup, which has got even worse because of how fat that the Aurelia is. And this is also something that I want you guys really to be aware of, is like how big certain of these situations in the game can be. And it's always very important to reflect upon these type of situations, because these type of situations will be the difference between you eventually winning these kind of games and losing these kind of games. And eventually, like, because let's see if I can actually pull up a scoreboard right here, right? If we look right, bot lane was actually doing really well. My jungler couldn't play the game anymore when 0-7. I couldn't play the game anymore when 0-4. Top lane didn't do all too well himself, but it is what it is, right? Because of me losing instead of winning, we actually now don't really have a win con to play for, and this guy is not enough to win against the entirety of the enemy team. So it would have been really, really good if I would be able to make the difference. Game after, right? I play against this same Aurelia. Different setup right now. I take Conqueror. And right now, game completely changes around. She makes a few mistakes. Lane completely explodes, and we're able to win with the Elise, with me getting extremely, extremely fat. So I instantly learned from my mistakes. I adapted it in the game afterwards, and it instantly netted into a win. So yeah, this is just really, really interesting. And one more thing that I really want to bring out is, okay, in this matchup, I instantly wanted to try Conqueror, see how it was. I do think Conqueror is better into Aurelia. Jayce Conquer into Aurelia, because you just have more DPS. You can really stand your ground if she all-ins you. And I actually think that's what you have to try and see if it works out for you as well. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Pretty big to recognize these kind of situations in your own game and learn from them, because that's going to be the difference between you winning games and losing games. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll definitely get back to you.